Good day! Welcome to Lawyer Up by NDV Law. This is Atty. Nikki de Vega, Managing Partner of Nicolas and de Vega Law Offices. Well, in today's video, I will talk about how property is divided among the heirs if one of the spouses die without a will. There is a famous saying that life is uncertain, but death is certain. Death is indeed inevitable and often comes as a surprise. For this reason, it is difficult to prepare for the death of a loved one. Now, if a spouse dies without a will, who will be the heirs? In the absence of a will, legal or intestate succession takes place. That's pursuant to Article 960 of the Civil Code. And in default of testamentary heirs, the law vests the inheritance in accordance with the rules provided by the Civil Code in the legitimate and illegitimate relatives of the deceased, in the surviving spouse, and in the state. Yes, the state can inherit in some cases. So the rightful heirs will depend on who survived the decedent. So let me enumerate to you the different permutations in case a spouse would die. So first, if only the widow or the widower is left, then of course she gets everything. That's Article 995 of the Civil Code. Now, if the widow or the widower and the legitimate children are left, the estate is divided equally among the children and the widow or widower. So they get equal shares. That's Article 996 of the Civil Code. Now, if the widower, legitimate children, and illegitimate children are left, the widow and the legitimate children will get each get equal shares, while the illegitimate child will get a share equivalent to half of the share of a legitimate child. So yeah, it's not fair. The shares gotten by that will be given to the illegitimate child will be half. Okay, if the widow and widower as well as the illegitimate children are left, meaning only the surviving spouse and the illegitimate children are left, the illegitimate children will get half of the estate, while the remaining half will go to the widow. Now, if the widow and the parents of the decedent are left, meaning they don't have children, so only the surviving spouse and the parents are left, the widow shall get half, while the remaining half will go to the decedent's parents. Now, sixth, if the widow, parents of the decedent, and illegitimate children are left, then the parents shall get 1/2, the illegitimate children will get 1/4, and the surviving spouse or the widow will get 1/4. So this is how property is divided among the heirs if one of the spouses would die without a will. So if this video has been helpful, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Again, this is Atty. Nikki de Vega of Nicolas and de Vega Law Offices. And thank you for watching Lawyer Up by NDV Law.